Hello, this is Jeremy Arney, Interim Leader of the Canadian Action Party. This time I'm going to talk to you about the economy. The economy looms very largely in this election, and I have to ask the question, what economy? What economy are we talking about? Are we talking about our slipping back into a recession? Are we talking about the lost jobs? Are we talking about, what are we talking about here? It seems to me that we're talking about austerity. Well, two of the three are talking about austerity. And is austerity the way to prosperity? I mean, I ask you, is it? How can it possibly be? I don't think so. One out of the three has enough guts to say, I cannot promise you balanced budgets. In fact, I will be running deficits. That's Justin Trudeau. Good for him. But on the other hand, he's not saying how he will finance those deficits. He's even saying, along with Elizabeth May, that he's going to come up with something called a Canadian Infrastructure Bank. So questions about that. How will it be financed? How will it be legislated? Will it have an act of its own? We need to know more about that. Basically, it's a good concept, and it is something that could very easily be financed and set up underneath the Bank of Canada, with the Bank of Canada backing. But they're not mentioning that. They're not talking about the Bank of Canada at all. They're avoiding the whole issue. And I don't know why, unless it's fear that maybe there will be some reprisals against them in some form or another. But again, to get back to the economy, what is an economy? An economy is where people are working, where people are paying taxes, where the social services are looked after, where everybody has money in their pocket. There's a constant talk about growth, growth, growth. Growth, national growth products and all the GDP. You know, it would be so much better if our growth was dependent upon happiness, the state of our environment, and the way people reacted to each other. That would be a much better level and measure of growth. But we're stuck with this banker's concept. Have you got to make more money? You've got to charge more money. You've got to make more interest. Everything is to do with money, money, money. Well, we have the means to take money out of the equation for the ordinary person. We have the means through the Bank of Canada to allow for everybody to live the life that they want to lead. So the Bank of Canada really is our answer. Never mind the fact that there's a court case coming up which is going to insist that it is be used again if the court case wins, which chances are it will, because the Bank of Canada is mandated to look after our finances. So why are they not talking about it? All the small parties, with the exception of the Libertarians, are in favour of bringing back the Bank of Canada. So if you want life to be good again in Canada, if you want prosperity to return to Canada, if you want everything that's physically and morally possible to be done, then vote for a small party. Don't vote for these people who have no idea what they're talking about. Incidentally, on the economy, which has a large amount to do with jobs, whether people have them or not, there's a very interesting figure being bandied around. It was first introduced in the House of Commons in 2013, I believe by Andrew Saxton, when he announced that the government, his government, had created 1.3 million net new jobs. That was in 2013. Strange that that figure is still being used today. And subsequent to that, it was admitted that these jobs were not created by the government, which incidentally is cutting jobs like crazy. It was created by small business and private enterprise. So what's going on here? That 1.3 million is now being re-promised by Mr. Harper to be taking into effect so that he will get those 1.3, again, 1.3. Why 1.3 million jobs by 2020? Very good. There's other cases where 1.3 million is quoted as the number of Canadians who are out of work in 2014. Strange that that number keeps coming back again and again and again. It's almost like 13 being multiplied, 13 being a superstitious number, being multiplied again and again and again in the hopes that maybe by multiplying it, it won't be quite such an unlucky number. The fact is, we need jobs. Jobs create prosperity, jobs create taxes, jobs create profits for the companies, for the people who are working for them. It's a simple question. Austerity does not create prosperity, and the Bank of Canada, used by parties such as the Canadian Action Party, will bring back prosperity. Please think about that next time you hear about deficits, balanced budgets. They don't work. They haven't worked anywhere in the world. Thank you.